interesting scenario. The coin has been tossed, and Smirin has the white pieces, and amazingly enough, Danny, this is a repetition of what happened in Moscow. The players were even after the first two games, and now again Smirin has the white pieces as he did then, Anand the black pieces, but if Anand draws the game, he wins the match.
That's right, but Smirin has a time advantage, has a 1 minute time advantage to compensate for that. So it's all down to this game. Smirin opens with his favorite e4 move, and Anand playing symmetrically for the moment. Smirin lashing out with his pawn.
So this is a typical opening that Anand uses. He's used it in many big-time competitions. He's won a lot of games with it. And now, just playing quickly, all he needs to do is draw, and he'll move on to the next round. Kasparov awaits the winner.
So that's a slight surprise. Anand thinking about this move. Slightly unusual. Now, what's he going to play?
I've never seen Anand so uncertain. It's incredible. He's spending a lot of time on his clock, and you have to remember that he's spotting Smirin a minute, and for him to be thinking this deeply, and it's only like the fourth move on the board. It's incredible.
Smirin playing very cleverly here. Now, what's he going to do?
Not thinking. I think this is unbelievable. He's almost spent a minute, 20% of his time for 4 moves. It's incredible, the uncertainty of this strong player. He clearly is a bit off form. He better get back in form, or else he's going to be out of this competition.
He's under 4 minutes now. It's crazy. Come on, Vishy, make a move.
Make a move.
Madness. Come on.
This is unbelievable. This is shocking. I'm stunned to see it. He's thinking this long on this, the 4th move of the chess game, analyzing what I do not know, but Smirin has successfully thrown him off, and now he's used a minute and 30 seconds to think about 4 moves. This is completely ridiculous. He's putting himself into a deep, deep hole.
Yeah, I mean, this simple recapture of the pawn by white is a little bit unusual. Normally you attack this knight first. Having said that, the position is fairly simple. What is Vishy doing?
He's finally made a move. I mean, could it have been that dramatic? I do not know what he was thinking about, but it's certainly surprising. He spent all that time and finally he's chased the knight. Although he's renowned to be an incredible speed player, we've seen him uncertain in this match. He needs to get his form back, and he's lost a lot of time in the clock, and he needs to start whipping out some moves. And finally, he's pushed his pawn up, and now he's beginning to play a little bit quicker. The bishop attacking, and now his knight has come out into the game, and now he's speeding up. The king is castled. So
this is a fairly well-known position, but Anand has used almost 2 minutes to get there. I just don't know what he was doing. So he's played this way before. This is a known theoretical position. So Anand knows it very well, but he's moving. He's used a lot of time on his clock. He's used a lot of time, and now he's under 3 minutes. And Smirin has not even used 1 minute. He's not even used 60 seconds on his clock. Anand already used about 2 minutes 15 seconds. So the time could be a crucial factor here. Anand's position is fine, very solid, reasonable. He has great experience with this opening, but he's down on time. He's exchanging off pieces now. His knight has to drop back, and his drop back to the center. The knight kicking at this bishop. So let's suppose he wants to save that bishop. Well, then he'll have to drop it back 1 square. He doesn't want to do that. He's left it alone. Smirin increasing the pressure. Now, this knight is stopping this attack down towards the king. The queen and bishop in a very threatening battery down here. So the pawn has come up. He's taken. Oh, this is fantastic. He's taken this pawn. He's sacrificing a piece. And now Smirin has collected another pawn. It seems as if he thought he was going to win this knight, but Anand has defended it quite simply with this bishop move, and maybe Smirin is going to be down a piece. Okay, but Smirin has 2 pawns for this piece, and he's now got a third. So he has 3 pawns for the piece. That's compensation itself. I can't help but think, though, that Anand up a piece is a lot more confident. He's starting to move like his old self. He's gotten the challenge, and he's going to try to meet it, moving much quicker, moving his king now up that dangerous
deadly diagonal. He's put it in the corner, hiding it, and he has a piece. But as you said, Danny, 3 pawns for it is what White has.
Yeah, but I mean, I would prefer White's position here, definitely. And at least Anand has something to go for now. It's fairly clear where his chances lie. So he's down on time, but he's got something to play for now.
He's whipping off moves. There's suddenly a pause in the situation. Look at Smirin's bishop. Despite being a piece down, he has some healthy bishops sitting in the middle of the board, and he's attacking a pawn, and Anand has ignored it. This is why they call this a shootout. Both sides' guns come out blazing, and now making sure that no attack happens, and Anand has sacrificed the bishop in the middle, but of course he would gain that queen. And he sacrificed his rook for the bishop, and now he's attacking. He's attacking a rook and a queen. This is fantastic battle going on here.
So the reason he's done that is to trade off pieces. There you go. He's just trading more pieces off the board.
And it seems he's about to win not just 1 pawn, but 2. He's ripping a rook. No, in fact, he's only going to win 1 pawn, and he's up a piece. And Danny, this is like a quick turnaround, and Anand is just up a piece.
Okay, he's up a piece, but he's taken a pawn. Fantastic.
And he sacrificed his queen. Unbelievable sacrifice. Anand showing his form.
So, at the start of this, Smirin had 3 pawns for the piece. Now he's only got 1. Vishy has a clearly winning position here. The only problem is time. He has about 1.5 minutes to try and win this game. Smirin has over 3 minutes.
And look at Anand display his skill, his accuracy, and his moves moving quickly, showing just why they consider him so fast and so rich a speed player. He's just moving quickly now. He's at a big disadvantage on the clock, but he's got an extra piece.
But this is not over yet. This game is not over. Anand has only 1.5 minutes to try and win this game.
Oh, but look at that position. The pieces. Oh, and he thumped that rook down with authority. And bam, he's ripped off all the extra pawns. He's just got a pass pawn. And look at him make a minute look like a year. He's ripped another pawn off the board. Anand seemingly coming back in